Hello everyone, welcome back to more Trails to Azure. We're in a weird reality of possibilities. Our brother is a ghost, giving us a pep talk. And we're all quietly ignoring the fact that the pro-tags get to live, and they get to enjoy the benefits of reality being rewritten, but no one else does. Give her a great big hug, okay? No, we can't. She needs to learn to grow from her losses. Wait. Goodbye, guy. I just said you shouldn't wander aimlessly. Oh well. As long as you're still breathing, life will always throw a few berries your way. Says the ghost. And also, Lloyd died. So, interesting. What's important is that you overcome them. Yeah, he didn't though. Neither did you. You all died. You did not overcome your barriers. Give him hell, Lloyd Beddings. Which is the complication with dealing with a story about bringing back the dead and all that. World of Einsoft. Though this kind of reminds me of what's it? Manakemia, which I think did a great little exploration of a very similar idea. An artificial being, godlike powers, their subconscious, what they were doing with those powers, all those sorts of things. And I think because you were the character in that, I think they explored the concept a little bit better. Manakemia, one of my favorite other JRPGs. Kind of, it explores that. And it's interesting because, in fact, in Manakemia, and these are spoilers, you develop, the protag, who is the magical, basically Akia in this, you develop connections with your friends, which help you overcome your own almighty godlike power and move past it. Whereas if you don't develop those bonds, you self-destruct in a similar way. Rather than let your almighty power ruin the lives of your friends around you. It's a different angle to approach the story from. Plus, it has an adorable cat, and it's sad when you have the bad ending. Your voice. I could hear you, Kia, the same as I always have. With your magic powers that made me listen. Yeah. It's right there, calling out for me, leading the way to you. Oh, hee hee. Care about me so much, Lord, but I don't even deserve it. After all, I'm just That's not true. You're born. You know, I'm gonna agree with Lloyd on this one. That's all very questionable. I think the bigger question is the fact that you probably brainwashed him and the others. Not to be cared for, loved, or protected. You clearly have a heart and a soul that you're so traumatized. But still, yeah, that's the part you're being dumb, Kia. Tisk tisk. Kia. It's been more than half a year since you came to live with us. You never stopped to consider how much happiness you brought into our lives. Oh, Lloyd, you should be careful about that. She's a magic entity. What about the happiness her powers could bring into other people's lives? Maybe you need to lose Kia, Lloyd, so that you can grow. Nope, not gonna do that. That is the problem with there's no good answer for his situation. Maybe haven't you felt Kia? Maybe more. Kia, bring us, haven't you? Of course. I think you could have been any happier. But what if that's only because I tricked you all, Lloyd? What if it was my powers that made you feel this way? If I'm just manipulating the people I care about most into loving me? What if? And there's also no good answer for her that he can give to this question. What I have? I'll tell you where it come from. None of us feel like we were manipulated into it. If we were. It's not... It doesn't answer the question, Lloyd. It's like, of course I love you. I've been mind-controlled to love you. And because I'm mind-controlled to love you, I'll say all these things about how it wouldn't matter if I was mind-controlled to love you. Even though I am. It's not a good... There's no... Yeah. There's no good answer he can give to the idea that she manipulated them. Especially when she's literally brought them back from the dead, and everyone loved her, a lot of things. Could totally be the case. And, to be fair, in his defense, if he has been manipulated into it, I mean, he has no choice but to say all this. Like raising a baby or adopting a kid. It's only natural to love and protect some things. And the so-called power of yours. Not a good answer either. Because it's not... Unless you're... Yeah, there's... You know, it's like the kid mind controls you, Lloyd. That's up to the time you spent with all of us. You and me cooking together, you crawling into my bed at night and us sleeping all bundled up. Steady and helping her hang the lanterns on the roof. With Tio and buying the entire stock of limited edition Mishi merchandise. Ready to play poker with Randy and going grocery shop on any street. Washington's the chief. The nap in the day where extras eat. No, it's not a lie. It's real. But that doesn't change why it's real. Maybe there's an angle in the Japanese context for the original writing, but it can be real, Lloyd. Because it's controlling. It's like a dominoes. And she just decides where the domino path will go. No, it wasn't a lie. I mean, if you make them love you and then they do all these things, it's nice. It's really real for us. As long as that's the truth, then we're never going to falter, no matter what the future holds. Except the time we died. And we totally faltered that one time. It was a little awkward. Do you get it, Kia? Just do everything by yourself. We're going to make it through this, and we'll be right there with you every step of the way. Because that's what friends and family will form with them. Lloyd. Lloyd. It's a good speech, though. Oh, she got rid of her superpowers. Civil sob. Kia. Tackles still have that oomph to them. Hold on tight, okay? Uh-huh. It's a space-time rift in space and time. Yay! The child who mind-controlled us is back. All love the child. I mean, you can argue, of course. There's no definitive answer, I think, one way or the other about what it was. But sadly, it hangs a interesting question mark over things. Sif Salt. Thank goodness. You're right. Back to her regular self? That's gotta be a good sign, right? Yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Kia, isn't there something you want to say? Sniff nod. I'm sorry for making you worry about me a bunch and for trying to do everything by myself. With my nigh omnipotent godlike power. And thank you for coming to save me. Kia. You can spank it too when you get home, though. Okay, Silver Sob. You don't have the reason to cry anymore, do you? Kids, am I right? Wazzy, you're 17. This is their bond. Honestly, talk about anticlimactic. I mean, to be fair, Belle, you were trying to tangle with an entity that could control causality. I don't know if you ever had a chance yourself, and would you have even ever known if you... If you did? Don't tell me you intend to continue this fight. The point Kia's powers is appearing to vanish. Then the millennium-long ambitions of the Croy family. Really, what an utter shame! Bam. All is gone, the nightmare is finally over. There are far worse calamities of Crossbell's offering. Or the Empire. Remember, side wins the war. It's only a matter of time before they invade. No choice but to mobilize in kind. It's true. Probably, yeah. Stop it, then. Surely you understand that. Yeah, luckily, though, somehow Reen is going to fight off an army without killing a single person. So, you know, it all works out. Somehow. Let's go together and see as the new light of tomorrow our way. I'll do it without any regrets. Never been. In the first place, I had a bit of elbow grease. Crossbell's future, but if the Congregation of Divine Worship loosens their slack a bit, the Church will lend a hand here and there. And I, too, the assassin, will continue to help however I can. So wish you luck, you'll sorely need it. Bell! Stop! Good lord. Place him in safe suspended animation. You'll live if you treat him properly. Just gave him a mild spanking, really? She collapses. You should have a few hours. I suggest you evacuate, Bobbin. But why did you... Oh, my tenure is done. I was planning on leaving Crossbell regardless of the project's outcome. Ooh, is it going to work for Ouroboros? What? Society's highest ranks? How could you? I don't know. I'd let us... You guys let plenty of things slide. I want to wait that face. As unstable as it is. Of course, if I pass across skin, but when? Keep an eye on you from far afield. Just seeing where your fruit struggles take you. Bell. Spared my father the death penalty. For all I'm sure you can find some use for him. Do they have the death penalty apparently? Okay. Who else would apply for that, do you think? Arios, definitely. Grizzly Grim would surely also fall under there, given the scope of the conspiracy. Shirley and the Scarlet Ogre, but they've escaped. Wald, maybe? We'll meet again, everyone. Never want to follow anybody's wins but your own. And yet, now she's working for the Grand Master. Everyone seems to be happy to do what the Grand Master says. She remains, I think it's a she, actually. I think they've shown stuff, now that I think about it. One of the great mysteries still. This was not fatal. Careful. Yep. That too. Sierra Mary was very much herself until the end, wasn't she? against her. She's a little more human than she lets on. All she did was cause the deaths of all these innocent people, but we can let it slide. We've hit that stage. To herself, no matter what that entails. No matter how many innocent people that entails her murdering. Means severing herself from the rest of the world. Conviction is rare. Not everyone can be that strong. Friends have found it by our side. Surmount the barriers before us and take hold of the unseen future shining beyond. Meanwhile, before we get any sunny days again, we'll find a way to get by somehow. We always do. You don't, though. You died. You all died and you were brought back to life because you didn't. That is perhaps that is the greatest complication of this sort of thing, is that for all their speeches, they didn't get it done. And they had to get someone had to rewrite reality to make it work. Say what Crossbell could achieve. Everyone joins forces. Don't forget me. I'm gonna do my best too. We'll protect our precious home, and we'll do it together. You will be unstoppable. That's the spirit. We'll do this together. So let's move out. First we fetch and Wald. After that we board the Merkaba and fly away out of the Azure tree. So we go back to our Crossbell. So let's talk about the game. The games, plural. I think that what they did with the opening, the opening stuff and the first game, and how they tie it back in here, is actually an incredibly well done and clever bit of the storytelling. Most of the two Crossbell Saga games, I quite enjoyed. The politics were realistic in a lot of ways, and more serious in how they played out. I was officially placed under arrest. Then there were the goodbyes. I'm going to see a chair with Wald, who still suffers the effects of hypnosis. Criminal getting to escape without punishment by the government. See for them paths. Trio manipulated by an all-powerful entity to save some lives, and who knows how that all played out, the repercussions of that. This could still in the darkness. Here are the plans are amassed even more power begins to take action across the continent. In the Empire, where civil war raged, the Blood and Iron Chancellor drove out the noble forces claiming victory. Now, 2 years of hardship under Imperial occupation. Come on, Lloyd! I thought that was a barrier! Yada yada yada. Picking away at his speechifying. It's very bold, but doesn't quite handle, you know. There are limits, despite all their claims. Trail to Azure. So yeah, no, I really liked. For the most part, they were more willing to play the elements more seriously. Especially in the first game. I guess the second game. Both games. Oh, look! A criminal. Plus, Lloyd. Okay. This is definitely, I guess, where the start of the hero morality starts to ooze into things. Where if you're on the protagonist team, you can do no crime that cannot be forgiven. You could be an unrepentant murderer, as is Rixia. You could be part of a criminal conspiracy that led to the deaths of innocent civilians through a false flag operation. See Arios. You can start a civil war and try to assassinate somebody and then kill a bunch of soldiers. All because your uncle or your grandfather died peacefully in his sleep. Geofunded organization. All of those things get forgiven. And that is a flaw. Ooh. This isn't the future. Hey, Sally. Oh, who's the guy on the left? I'm not sure. That's not Wald. Somebody else. I like Crossbell as a setting. I think the concentration in one locale really did really served them well. As a group, I think, of course, they benefited from. I think more. They definitely tied Ellie and him more together. Oh, look at this picture. Oh, there's Grace in the back. It's a seal. Oh no, I guess that is Wald. Wald transitions from criminal to a member of the church. Oh, Sully. It's good stuff. Combat system was good. I enjoyed that. Ooh, yes, the picture. There's conclusion. So we got Sully over there. Oh, Mirelle is hanging out, looking at Randy. Shizuku still looks like she can see. Dudley, Sergei. Oh, Maribel's. Arios. Oh, he's in the back there. Oh, there's our local hacker. They continued in another land. The game kind of fumbles a bit when it gets to the end in the context of her power throws a question over a lot of things, despite what Lloyd may say. Does open up, and it's just how the nature of it works. But I have to say, I liked, in terms of how games ended, it did better than Cold Steel 4. I definitely have to say that much. Still not a fan of how Cold Steel went. First two games of Cold Steel, great. I went over the edge to madness. Well, I hope you enjoyed this journey with us. Eventually we'll be continuing the story. I believe the next game, Trails into Reverie, takes us back to Crossbell. So we'll get to enjoy this in full 3D. But with Reen, I think, back as our protagonist. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. How did you find these two games? Where did you think they did really well at? Where did they need to maybe have done a little better? Areas that didn't hit as strong for you as you might have liked. That music, though, especially for that last fight, fantastic. Got to give them credits on that as well. But I guess that's it. That's it. Good night. Oh, I should